Hello everybody, Brad Johnson here. In this video, I'm very excited to present one of the newest products that's available right now on AetherX. And that product is referred to as the Digital Safeguard Image Package. So let's take a look at this exciting new technology that's available now. So what you'll see here on the board is a diagram of the safeguard image. Now, what is the safeguard image? What is the safeguard technology? What is this all about? Well, as you see here on the board, it says protect your environment. That is exactly what the safeguards do. And it is so incredibly simple, yet it is so incredibly beneficial when you start to work with the safeguard technology. Now, when you download the order, it's available now on AetherX.co for purchase. And once you download it, you're going to find images like this. Okay, you're going to have various sizes of an image just like this in its diamond shape. You'll also find strips, which basically contain circles that are in a row, either by 3 or by 6. Okay. And you can print those out as well too, horizontally or vertically. So you can either go down like this and you'll have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or again, you can put them horizontally 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in sequences of 3 or 6. Or you can even add on to it as well too, 9, 12. It all just continues to get added on through sequences of 3 or sequences of 6. And what these do is nothing short of spectacular. It's nothing short of phenomenal. Now, before I give you a little bit more understanding about what this really does, I will tell you a little bit of a story. And for those of you who have been watching my YouTube channel for quite some time, you notice that over the past couple of years, I was constantly clearing my throat. I was constantly having a lot of phlegm in my throat. I had a lot of difficulty talking a lot of the time. I could only really talk for a few minutes before I had to do a lot of excess coughing. And just over the past few days, I have completely what I call safeguarded my entire home. So my entire home has these upon light switches, upon electrical plugins, upon the fuse box, which is actually just behind me, along electrical appliances, electronics, digital devices, even on my phone here as well too. There is a safeguard technology. And over these past few days, the sore throats have stopped. The problems I've had with a lot of phlegm, like I said, only really just being able to talk for a few minutes. And then afterwards, I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta get more water. And that is exactly what's been happening. And since, I think probably the past 3 or 4 days, all of that has stopped. I can actually start to talk for longer periods of time without feeling like I need to, burst out with coughing fits, or I just feel like my throat just gets so badly hoarse. All of that has completely vanished because I have put the safeguard technology all around my space. This is a wonderful benefit for myself, especially here I am on video talking to you guys, and I want to be able to use my voice. For the longest time, I could not figure out what was going on. Was it my diet? Was it something that I was eating? Was I just not looking at something? Was I overlooking something in regards to exercising or doing some meditation and doing some form of meditation healing? What's going on? What I was getting through reflection was that it's not that my inner healing wasn't working. It's that the EMF, the ELF, the dirty electricity within my space was very, very strong. And I was not aware of this, even going back quite a few years. Just constantly being on the computer, constantly doing work, doing my private sessions over computers, carrying my phone with me, answering emails, right? Having my laptop, having my tablet, right? I had all of this heavy technology pollution that was constantly bombarding me with electromagnetic frequencies, and I couldn't figure it out. I said, okay, well, I heard about EMF and stuff. This has got to be something viral. It's got to be something bacterial. It's got to be something else that's going on. No. Soon as I put these beautiful Safeguard technologies up on the house, gone. Completely gone. My throat is completely restored. I never thought I would see the day. So I feel absolutely wonderful about sharing this amazing digital technology with you guys, because it does start off digitally, and you can start to print these out, again, whether it's the strips, whether it's the various sizes of the Safeguard technology. You just print them out and you put them all over your place. Now, one of the amazing things about the Safeguard technology, regarding it being an environmental healing technology, is that it emits the source vibration. It emits source light. It emits source energy. You could say spirit vibration, the light of God, source vibration, anything you want to term it, okay? But it's that unified vibration that is beyond polarity. And that is what is being emitted throughout your entire space. So when we look at the nature of electromagnetic fields, we could see it kind of like this as an example, okay? And we are being bombarded by these heavy electromagnetic frequencies, by these detrimental ELFs, extreme low frequencies, okay? And of course, EMFs, electromagnetic field or electromagnetic frequencies, we're being bombarded by that. And we are unfortunately living in an age where this is so common. We have telephone poles that are constantly spewing these EMFs, these ELFs, this dirty electricity. We have our phones, we have our televisions, we have our computers, we have our appliances, we have our electronics, we have our lighting, right? We even have problems with plumbing, we have problems with our pipes, right? They start getting clogged, they start getting contaminated. Pretty much everything in the house, quite commonly, is a contamination hazard. And this is what happens. We get bombarded by these very heavy, very intense, chaotic charges, right? These electromagnetic frequency discrepancies. So when we bring the Safeguard along, when we look at this particular pattern, it goes from this to that, okay? Now this is not representing a dead space or a dead line, but what it's basically doing is that the line is so incredibly subtle, the graph can't even pick up the line anymore. This is what happens when you have the Safeguard. I'm actually feeling it right now as I have it here on the board. But what happens with the Safeguard technology is that it's so incredibly subtle. It neutralizes and transmutes, and it dampens that electromagnetic frequency, that extreme low frequency, that dirty electricity. It dampens it with the pure source vibration. So again, as you guys are aware of the type of technology I'm offering, not just through AetherX, but prior to that, with the healing code cards, with now what is called the AetherX card decks, you notice that I would imbue these codes directly into the geometrical patterns of these cards. And so many people over the years have constantly told me how effective this is. Well, this is really no more different than what I'm doing here with the Safeguard technology. It is still a source imbuing, utilizing geometrical patterns, and again, being able to display these, and their reach is truly incredible. How do I know their reach is truly incredible? Well, it has to do with advanced dowsing techniques. It's something I'm teaching my students who are now coaches through coach meetings, where they are now starting to understand how to measure, how to be able to detect the strength of these Safeguard source frequencies, okay? And source frequencies in general, is that you can utilize special pendulums for them, and you can you have the ability to detect just how powerful they are. And one of the dowsing techniques that I am going to make available for students to learn when I open up the AetherX Academy in August is being able to use a particular technique referred to as resonant dowsing, okay? It's very similar to radiesthesia, but not quite that. It's kind of a modification. It goes beyond mental dowsing, and it comes into a form of resonant dowsing which is really a type of radiesthesia on a much more simplified level. So you guys will learn how to do that when you're part of the academy. Basically, you're able to work with a pendulum that is able to pick up that frequency, and you're being able to detect how strong it is. So with these Safeguard Technology images, like I said, you can print out various sizes, you can print out the strips, and all you're doing is you're going throughout your entire place. You're putting them on just above electrical plugins. You're putting them just above light switches, okay? So as you put them, for example, on light switches, what that does is the source vibration goes right through the circuit, goes right in through the wiring, and when you turn the light on, you're actually emitting source vibration. I've tested this, right? Through my own research with the advanced dowsing technique, I've been able to test every single light in my house as I put the Safeguard Technology above a light switch, on my fuse box, again through electrical plugins, and so forth. And I've been able to discover and confirm that all of the lights that are within my house radiate source vibration, okay? That is the non-polarized, pure, unified spirit source vibration, frequency, energy, okay? It is basically, you could say, the direct transmission of the ether that is coming directly into your space. There is nothing more pure, there is nothing more potent, there is nothing that is more balancing, clearing, and centering than working together with that centering vibration, which we can call source, spirit, vibration, frequency, energy, God's light, for example, okay? That is the purity because it works through this scale. It works through the subtle vibration, never ever to harm any living thing, because it's through this source vibration that we are what we are. Every living thing, whether it's man, whether it's animal, whether it's plant, whether it's nature, whether it's environment, whether it's element, all of it, everything that makes up life is through this vibration. This is complete and total decay. This is degradation of life force, okay? Nikola Tesla actually commented on these, and his exact words were, "These are nothing more than retarded Hertzian waves," okay? They are decayed. They are detrimental, okay? They are much more operating on a more intense pattern because they work a lot more slower in the electromagnetic spectrum. We are not electromagnetic, okay? We are the subtle life force vibration. That is our nature. Our goal is to take something like this, that again emits that pure source vibration, which represents the subtle wave here, and apply that to everything within our living space. What is also amazing is you can print these out. Usually what I suggest is getting like magnetic sheets, right? You can get them on Amazon, you can get them at an office supply store. You're just getting like thin magnetic sheet templates. You're putting that in your printer and you can print out these magnetic templates. As you print them out, you can therefore go to your vehicle if you have a gas-powered vehicle, and you put one of those right on the fuel tank, okay? You actually have to go under your vehicle and place it right on the fuel tank. And what that is going to do is that is going to drown out all of the toxicities, all the detrimental vibrations that is contained within gasoline, within diesel, with everything that represents that type of fuel. And within less than 24 hours, everything in that gas tank is now going to be purified, which means even when it's letting out emissions, those emissions are harmless to nature, and those are harmless to living people, to living beings, to the environment altogether. Why? Because it's being drowned with the source vibration. If we did not have this, well then we'd have this chaotic frequency. We'd have the chaotic toxins within the gasoline. We have chaotic pollution within the gasoline. Through our cars, being able to spew ELFs, EMFs, right? For those of you who are very much into the electric vehicles, it's already been proven that those create much more intense electrical emissions than what gas-powered vehicles do, okay? So it's very important that you're using the safeguards to basically put it, firstly, if you have a gas-powered vehicle, put it just right by your fuel tank. Go under your vehicle, put it on the fuel tank. Don't put it by the fuel notch where you fill up the gasoline, okay? Go under your vehicle. If you can't do it, get somebody to do it for you. Put it on the fuel tank itself, okay? Wait 24 hours. After 24 hours, you're gonna notice a difference, okay? It's just gonna feel like, even if I'm driving, there's just a feeling, there's an intuitive impression that the fuel I have in my vehicle isn't hurting the environment. It's not hurting living beings anymore because it's being transmuted. It's going to continue to transmute even after the 24 hours. The 24 hours is the peak time of the potency. Now, also with gas-powered vehicles, and of course with electrical vehicles, you can have like a sticker, or you can have, again, a magnet if you have a metal surface on your dashboard. Place it there. Okay, so you want to basically put it on the dashboard. As you put it on the dashboard, the Safeguard technology, on average, can flow from about 5 to about 12 feet. Okay, so through my own testing, I've already confirmed about 6, 7, 8, 9 feet. I'm probably going to continue to go out because it just keeps going. So I would estimate approximately 5 to 12 feet in distance. This works really, really well. So that is more than enough distance to cover your dashboard so that it is completely sanitizing the heavy EMFs from the detrimental electronics technology to, again, bring it into here, to bring it into the subtle source vibration. That is now going to prevent you from being sick. That is now going to prevent you from having your car driving around, just spewing out all of those electrical emissions, being able to spew out all those gas emissions. They are going to be completely and totally canceled out because they're basically being drowned. They're being dampened by this subtle source vibration that these very symbols emit. Okay? So this is what is so incredible. I never ever thought I would be able to talk properly again. Because I just always noticed that was bothering me for years. Why am I constantly coughing? Why am I able to talk for a few minutes like going crazy here, just choking on my own words? Now all of that is gone, and I'm so thankful because, like I said, it's just been the last few days putting up these Safeguard Technology images all around the entire home, and it feels amazing. Which means you can also put these along your water pipes, okay? And it's actually going to clean out the pipes. It's actually going to give you fresh source charged water as well too. It's going to neutralize all detrimental contents contained within it. That is the amazing thing about the safeguards. So again, a lot of the AetherX technology contains similar things to this, but this is taking it to the next level where we're healing the environment. This is just the beginning. There's going to be some much more advanced technologies that are based on the safeguards that are going to be available in AetherX over the next little while. And of course, I will be keeping you guys updated on that. So, Brad, what do I do? I want this in my home. What do I do? Go to the link below. Go on the video description. You will see the link there that links directly to the digital safeguards image package. Okay? You go ahead and you purchase that. You'll get it as a digital download, which means you can print out as many of those things as you want. Okay, you'll be able to print out as many of these images, as many of these strips that you want. You can configure them in any way. You can share them with friends and family as well too. Okay, so once you purchase the digital download, you are able to work with your heart's desire of how many you want to print. I would even suggest printing out quite a bit so that when you travel, you can place these things as you go, as you're staying in a hotel room. If you have little magnetic strips, if you have some paper, you can put a little bit of Scotch tape, right? We're not trying to ruin the walls or anything. But you know, if there's a fridge in your hotel room, if you have an Airbnb, you can just temporarily put these things up all over the entire space. And your entire home is now harmonized with the subtle source vibration. I am extremely happy to introduce this to you guys, okay? This is a lifesaver. It saved my throat, it saved my sinuses. I'm able to talk with ease now. I can feel a difference. You see, Spirit is never going to tell you, oh, by the way, Brad, I healed you up. You have to feel it. You have to notice it. You have to be aware of it yourself. And I'm certainly aware of it. I'm seeing what is actually happening through me. And it has been because of environmental electric pollution, the dirty electricity, the EMF, the ELF, everything pertaining to this polluting electrical technology that we are bombarded with every single day, that was causing me to basically lose my voice. That was basically causing me to feel like I was in a nightmare with my sinuses, my throat, and I was doing everything I could to try and clear it away. Nothing worked. Not until this came along. Okay? Digital safeguards saved my throat. Digital safeguards saved my sinuses. I'm noticing a lot more vitality flowing through me, even more than before, by working with the digital safeguards. Okay? Out of any product that you should be getting pertaining to environment, you should be getting this. Okay? You should be getting the digital safeguards. It's not just because I'm the creator of these things, it's because they work. And I want you guys to try them out for yourself. Okay? Like I said, once you have the digital package, print out as much as you want. Share it with your family. Share it with your friends. Say, just put this up. Just put this up here. I'll put it around the light switches. I'll put it around the electrical plugins. I'm going to put it by the fuse box. Okay? I will go outside. I will put it on a smart meter because it's going to harmonize the smart meter. Okay? You can use this to your heart's desire anywhere where you feel that there is detrimental electrical chaos. That's where you're putting up the digital safeguards. So check out the link below. Go ahead and grab your package now and enjoy it. Print out as much as you want. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you again in the next video. Om Shanti 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 Namaskar, and may it be well with you. Bye for now.